Hi, I'm Ross Enamait from RossTraining.com. What I want to do in this video is talk about deciding for yourself what you can and will accomplish. Now, as I say that, it probably sounds fairly obvious. If you want to do something, it's up to you to go out and find out just how well you can do. No one else can do it for you. Now, that's how it would work in a perfect world. If you want something, you go get it, or at least try. Unfortunately, though, as you all know, we don't live in a perfect world. There are a lot of folks who had big hopes and dreams, but never went out to pursue those dreams because they had what I consider to be a dream snatcher who came along and snatched that dream from them. Told them they weren't good enough, too old, too slow. Doesn't make sense to pursue the given activity. Now, sometimes the dream snatcher could be friends or family. They actually think it's in your best interest to avoid pursuing a given activity. So they try to talk you out of it. They're trying to help you. Other times, the dream snatcher could be a foe. Maybe someone who pretends to be a friend, but really they're just someone who's jealous. They don't want you to succeed. Maybe they failed previously. They want you to share in their misery. They don't want to see you go out and become more successful. A lot of people in this world can't handle being around people who are more successful than them. So rather than risk seeing you become a success, they'd rather talk you out of it before you even take the chance, take that first step. They try to snatch that dream from you before it even begins. So what I want to do in this video is address this subject, and perhaps the best way to do so would be by starting with an example. Now, when we think about examples, unfortunately, I have several examples that I could pull from. A lot of people are looking for reassurance before they go out and pursue a given activity. I get questions where people are asking me, am I kidding myself? Do I have a chance? Am I too old? Does it make sense? People want to know or hear from someone else that, you know what, yeah, it does make sense. You have a chance. They're waiting to hear that before they take that first step, and that's unfortunate. If you want to do something, go out and do it. A few days ago, I had an email come in to me from a young man who's 19, about to turn 20. Told me he grew up a huge fan of the sport of boxing, but he never lived in an area where there's a boxing gym. He's transferring to a new university, though, this summer. Just found out that his apartment is in walking distance to a boxing gym where there's professionals and amateur fighters. So he's all excited. Going to a new school, new city, new apartment, and he gets a chance to box. Started talking to some friends, though, who told him, look, you're almost 20 years old. You're too old to box. All of the successful fighters started at a younger age. You're going to get yourself killed. You can't start boxing when you're 20. So this young man writes to me. He's looking for a second opinion. Now he's discouraged. He went from being all excited to now he's questioning himself. Does it make sense to pursue the sport at such a late age? Now, I could have answered that question very quickly by saying, look, there are several successful professionals today who started boxing in their late teens or early 20s. Because there are. But answering the question in that fashion would have been a disservice. Because I don't know this individual. I honestly don't know if he'll ever pursue a professional career. But success to him, in my eyes, isn't going to be based on dollar bills, whether or not he becomes this rich and famous pro fighter. Success could be as simple as pursuing your passion, enjoying the process, meeting new friends in the gym, having fun training in a sport that you've always wanted to be involved with, having a few amateur fights, creating some memories that you'll cherish for the rest of your life. That is a success. As opposed to, say, 5, 10, or 15 years from now, kicking yourself in the ass, wishing you had done something that you wanted to do your whole life. But instead, you listen to someone else. You let their opinion dictate your life. Because let's be honest, a lot of opinions in today's world are uninformed. Think about boxing, perfect example. Plenty of folks wouldn't know a left hook from a fishing hook. But they'll tell you everything you want to hear about boxing because they believe they're informed, when in fact they're not. It's like his friends here. Who knows what they know about boxing? Maybe they are looking out for his best interest. That's what they think. Doesn't make them right. No one lives inside you. No one knows how bad you want to pursue a given activity. You can't explain passion to someone who doesn't share it. It's either there or it's not. It can't be faked. So if you're passionate about a sport, just go do it. Don't don't seek approval from those around you. You need to live your life yourself. There's no rewind buttons in this world. We only have one chance at life, and it goes by quick. So if you want to do something, go out and do it. Whether or not family or friends support it, maybe initially they won't. But if they see how passionate you are, how much work you put into it, you might convert them to your side. They'll say, wow, he really does like this. He's having a great time. He's doing well. Go out and do you. Other times, though, like I said, you might have foes who try to discourage you, jealous individuals. Now, as I said previously, there are a lot of people in this world who have a hard time surrounding themselves with others who are more successful than them. They're jealous. They don't want to be next to someone who worked harder than them, achieved more than they did. It hurts them to be reminded of the fact that they didn't accomplish as much as they wanted to. They failed. So they want to be surrounded with people that will share in their misery. They'll try to cut your dream off before it starts. So it's important to recognize that. Recognize that those types of people exist. Perhaps more importantly, though, it's important to recognize what type of person actually does that. Because typically, it's not the successful people in the world who go around spending their days telling everyone what they can't accomplish. Successful people typically recognize and appreciate hard work. They realize how they busted their ass to become successful. They're more than likely willing to share their story with you about how they busted their ass. Now you're going to need to bust your ass if you want to go out and become something. They're going to encourage you, motivate you, inspire you, not tell you you're too old, you're too slow, you're not good enough. The people who do that are typically the ones who never accomplished anything. They don't know what it's like to take that first step. They don't know what it's like to go out and become successful because they never did. Or maybe they tried and they failed, so they want everyone else to fail with them. Just the fact that they have time to go around all day telling you what you can't do tells you what's going on in their life, not a whole lot. So recognize that. Don't live your life according to what someone else tells you should do. If you want something, go get it. Win, lose, or draw, you'll be happier with yourself knowing you tried. Again, you don't want to become this person 5, 10, 15 years from now who lives in this coulda, woulda, shoulda mentality. I wish I tried. Could have done this, I should have done that. Well, you didn't. Because you never took the first step. You didn't make the sacrifice. You didn't push yourself. You had passion, but you let them fly by. You don't want to live a life like that. You want to do something, go get it. Don't let some hater, some jealous person talk you out of living the life that you're meant to live. Because again, no one lives inside you but you. No one should live your life for you but you. That's your right to live it the way that you want to live it. So in summary, if you have any questions about this, as always, email me at ross@rosstraining.com.